Hugo Gurdon right now at the Washington Examiner. He's the editor-in-chief, big cheese there, of course, former editor-in-chief of The Hill, much, much more. Hugo, great to have you again. If this program goes by the wayside or the tax credits, I mean, the argument is certainly among employers who are looking desperately for workers is that this will provide that opportunity. Do you think it will?
You know, sure, to the extent that if you pay people to when they are not working, it's obviously, whatever the program is, it's a disincentive for them to go back to work. And it's certainly the case that this extended child tax credit has been a disincentive, particularly when combined with other welfare. It's a disincentive for people to join the workforce. So, yeah, I'm sure that if it were cut, there would be more people flowing back into the, into the workforce. There are 11 million job vacancies at the moment, which is nearly double the number of people looking for jobs. So there's certainly a need to increase the labor force, because even, if everybody who was looking for a job now got one, there would not fill all the vacancies. But I don't think that's the best way of looking at it, Neil, because if Congress wants to pass the child tax credit, it could do it tomorrow. It could do it this afternoon. The trouble is that what has happened is the Democrats have put it into the Build Back Better bill, and it's a way of twisting the arm behind Senator Joe Manchin's back. What they want to do is try and apply moral guilt, moral pressure to people to pass this. This is one of those hard cases you don't want to cut, child tax credit over Christmas or be seen to be doing it. It's a way of them using that as leverage to get the Build Back Better bill passed, which is, of course, $5 trillion of extra spending. I think that Joe Manchin knows that the Build Back Better is spraying fiscal gasoline onto the inflation fire, and he's not going to be fooled by this kind of, frankly, rather cynical tactic by the Democrats of putting the child tax credit into Build Back Better. Do you think that Build Back Better will get a vote this year, let alone a pass? Chuck Schumer has promised that it will. It's difficult to see him going to a vote which he knows he's not going to win. So unless Joe Manchin and perhaps to a lesser extent the signals are right from Kyrsten Sinema, unless they know they're going to get 50 Democrats to vote for this, and then they can have Kamala Harris cast her tie-breaking vote and push this through, I don't see him setting this up for failure. I guess there's a chance that if they absolutely believe they're not going to get it done, they just want to put the Republicans on record as voting against it. But, that presupposes that the public supports this, whereas I think the public has now put the economy at the top of their list of concerns, and they know that inflation is pinching. They know that extra spending is going to push. The producer price index was up by 9-point-something%. That's going to feed into higher consumer prices fairly soon. I think the public knows this, and they don't particularly want this, fiscal splurge by the Biden administration. Are you surprised consumers are spending to the degree they are? I've always argued, you and I have talked about this before, that inflation stops when we stop paying these higher prices. And we're not doing that. And I'm just wondering how long this goes on. Well, I don't suppose there's going to be any restraint on spending between now and sometime in the new year. When the December number comes out, the CPI, and I guess it's going to be above 7%. Right. That's like more than 3 times the supposed target. I think that people are really feeling the pinch. What's happening is they are getting a pay cut from the Biden administration. And, when people get pay cuts, they start to retrench. At some point, that's going to happen. Exactly when, I'm afraid I can't really speculate. All right. I would buy your speculation over anyone else's. So next time you want to come here and speculate, have at it. Hugo, great seeing you again. Thank you very much.